We considered very carefully before we moved to Spain whether to put our kids into Spanish lessons or not. And we decided not to. And there are reasons for this. I'm a massive advocate of languages. I've spent most of my adult life learning different languages. I did my degree in languages. So this was a considered decision that we made not to put them into lessons before we moved to Spain. Now, they were 5 at the time when we made this decision, and they were in full-time school with wraparound care because I was working full-time and my husband was busy running his businesses. So to add in an extracurricular activity like Spanish for maybe 1 or 2 hours a week would have probably worked, but how much would they actually have absorbed in that time? I'm not convinced personally. Obviously, I went over some of the basics with them, but we wanted to go for that total immersion when we got here. Put them into a Spanish school, and less than a year from when we moved, they were chatting away with their friends and their teachers in both Spanish, Castellano, and Catalan. So I think at a very young age, I don't think you need to do that personally. I'm not convinced how much they would have taken on. And the total immersion method has worked. If the kids had been a bit older, even maybe a year or 2, I agree. Spanish lessons, I think, could have given them a bit of an advantage. But I'm still doubtful as to how much of an advantage it would have given them. Maybe if it was, for a year or 2 beforehand, that's different. But at that age for us, I didn't feel it was necessary. There's so many different ways to learn languages, and Spanish lessons is only one of them. Some of the key methods that we use are music, TV with subtitles or not, and reading. And I think they can be way more effective than sitting down and having formal lessons once or twice a week. Apps are a really good thing to use as well. I use Mondly. They've got some good offers on at the moment. If you click on the link in my profile, you can have a look at those. But yeah, so many more ways to learn Spanish and other languages than just formal lessons, especially when kids are so little.